As altcoin season rapidly approaches, I understand that it can be hard and confusing for a lot of the newer investors. Man, do I wish I had someone around back when I first started investing in crypto to just tell me the hardcore facts about crypto, what I should and shouldn't be doing. But would I have listened? I don't know. Probably, probably not. I'm I lean toward probably not. I can be a hard head, but I would like to think that I would have reasoned with myself back then. Things like taking profits, things like be careful of meme tokens, things like, every YouTuber that pushes a token doesn't have the community's best intentions. Things like even your favorite YouTuber is going to take profits. They might dump a token. All of these different lessons that I've learned over the years that I've been involved in crypto investing, I just wish somebody would have bottled it up and told me in the beginning this is what this wild west of crypto was like. So with that in mind, and I always try to remember that on this channel because I love to talk to the newer investors, the beginners, because I'm trying to get the word out about crypto as much as I can. And by doing that, I have to be as transparent as I can about the pros and cons of cryptocurrency. Why? Because I don't want people to get burned and it leave a nasty taste in their mouth, a bad aftertaste, like I am so done with crypto, I got wrecked. Everybody doesn't have the stand power or that, get knocked down 3 or 4 times, get up five. They don't have that. They don't have that. Some people it's just one and done. I'm giving you one chance to convince me, and if I go with what you're saying, I better not get burned on it. So that's what this video is about, what I'm about to talk about today. You know, you're new to crypto. This is going to be your first wild ride. And you want to know, how do I know if somebody is legit or not? How do I know that all of this bullish talk that someone is talking about a crypto project, how do I know they're just not getting paid under the table and they don't really believe in it? They believe in it as much as they're basically getting paid. So if they're getting X amount of dollars, yeah, I believe in that crypto for the time being, and that's the kind of emotion I'm going to give off in my crypto videos. These are the things now that I can spot right away. Is this person passionate or are they just selling the dream? And I hope to give you guys at least some of the tools to evaluate whether or not projects, because this really doesn't come back down to YouTubers like myself or others. It really comes down to you, the investor, which is why we always say this is not financial advice. Do your own research. The reason we say that is because, quite frankly, it's true. And if you do end up dumping like your life savings or something into a crypto project that we just happen to talk about, we have to remove blame. That's just the facts of it, because some of you will get mad and say, I'm done with Mr. Foresight. He told me that was a great project. And I took out a second mortgage on my house and I went all in. And now I'm looking for an apartment. And I need help moving all my stuff. So, in order to keep you from looking at us stupid, like, why you even sell us this hoop dream? We human too. We're human too. We make mistakes. Some people take bribes under the table. It's just how it is out here. The truth is, this is a cruel world we live in. I've embraced that a long time ago. I've embraced that We live in a culture and a society of what's in it for me. What's in it for me? You want me to talk about a token? What's in it for me? Grease my palms. I understand there's a lot of people that think like that. I'm not one of them though. But again, I could be just telling you that. But really, I'm not. Whether you choose to believe it or not, I like to believe that deep down, really deep down, I have a conscience. And unless somebody is giving me negative energy. But this is about crypto, and this is the tools that you're going to need going forward. It's not going to be a long video, but I'm just going to give you a few key things that all of you should think of when someone is trying to shield you a token or a project. One thing you should first ask yourself, what's in it for them? Or if not what's in it for them, why are they so passionate? I learned a while back because I talk crypto a lot. I talk crypto a lot. And on one of my vacations not too long ago, I was having this discussion with my sister's friends. There's a bunch of them. And my sister was like, here you go with the crypto talk. Here you go with the crypto talk. And one of her friends was like, no, no, he's very passionate. And that came across. And I didn't know this person from a can of paint. But I was explaining to this group of people some of the things about crypto that they really should know. And one of the group members understood it to the point because she felt my passion. And I always tell people, if there's no passion, there's no purpose. What comes from the heart goes to the heart. So a lot of times you have to listen to your gut when listening to somebody. And that goes with not just crypto, that's just with anybody. You ever met somebody and said, yeah, I don't know about this person. I don't really like this person. I I'm like that. I truly believe that, but I go with my gut. 99% of the time, I go with my gut. Have I been wrong? Rarely. So, again, this is about crypto. We're going to keep it about crypto. And I'm going to jump over here and I want to show you guys something. So, you look up here and you're on crypto bubbles. You see all of these crypto projects. You're kind of new, but you've been following Mr. Foresight, me. I talk about myself in third person all the time. And, or you follow some other YouTuber. You follow them, you listen to all these projects they talk about, and they always scream about, oh, this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity. You can take it or you can leave it. This and that. And you're like, oh my God, I don't really have the money to be putting off into all of this. But what if it is an opportunity? What if I miss out? Well, here's what you should be doing. First off, you should be thinking about what are they talking about first. So I'm gonna use this one. This is one of my favorite projects, uh, BitTenzer, or however you want to pronounce it. It's an AI token. I believe it is the Bitcoin AI token. I think that makes sense. Yeah. The yeah. Anyway, this token is going for $333 right now. Or shall I say it's going for $304? Either way, it's kind of expensive when it comes to you being a newer investor. You may not have a lot of funds to play with. Remember, you don't have to buy an entire token. But so you're saying, I've heard that, this token is groundbreaking when it comes to AI. AI is the narrative. At least that's what people tell me. So, what do I need to know about this token? So then you can take a look at this token. You could find out your stuff. What is it? It's a token. And one of the things you should be looking at when it comes to a token like this, and I'm going to use this one. I haven't talked about this one in a while, which is a great way for me to discuss it right now. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to say, okay, BitTenzer, $303. Okay. How new is this token? It's one of the things should come to my head. Is this a new project? Has it been around? How long has it been around? So you can do that right on CoinMarketCap or your CoinGecko, whatever's your favorite site to go on, and you can trace it back here. And you can say, okay, this token has been out a year. It has been out a year. Okay. So, and then from there, you should first say, okay, it hasn't been through a bull cycle. Everyone knows that a Bitcoin halving cycle is 4 years. So we're in one now. So you can say this is the first cycle that it's in. So you can look at that, and then you can try to find out everything, excuse me, that you can about it. I always tell you guys when you're on a token, and this is removing everything. I always like to draw a blank when somebody telling me about a token. Draw a blank. That's what you should do. Whenever you hear something from me or whatever, just say, okay, thank you for telling me about that token. I'm gonna write it down. Now I'm gonna go off and I'm gonna do some homework. So I like to look at white papers. They can be boring and dry, but I like to look at them still. So you can come over here, and I showed you how to get to that. And you can look at this white paper. The white paper, for those of you who are new to the channel, the white paper is basically the business plan for crypto, for that crypto project. It is basically like a synopsis of business plan and a marketing plan as well, all wrapped up into one. And I use that because I love business, and that's the easiest way I can explain to you what a white paper is. It's telling you everything about it, telling you about the team. These are things that are important. So for something like this, you would go through, and I know some of this is gibberish. It is, even for me, like the motto and some of this stuff. But you are not really looking at all of it. You're trying to understand what you can. So things like the incentive, things like the bonds reaching consensus. See, some of this to you guys is foreign, and I know this because I've talked to a lot of different people on crypto, a lot of different people, and this is just foreign to them. So you're looking at standardizations, conditional computation, knowledge extraction, blah blah blah, right? Learning weights. I'm a nerd, so some of this right here I'm genuinely interested in, but it wasn't like that back when I first got into crypto. You just said white paper, and I'd have said, don't you mean yellow papers? No, I really didn't know any of this, so that's why I'm trying to impart some of this on you guys. In the effort of time, I'm not trying to be too long. What I'm really looking for is tokenomics on here. Let me see. Because this is important as well. And I don't see it on this white paper, but guess what? You're in luck. You can go over here. And so these are important things. Because like when it comes to meme tokens, a lot of times people don't talk about the tokenomics. Like how many tokens they have. Honestly, when I think back to Shiba Inu, if I really understood tokenomics, and I'm glad, don't get me wrong, I don't regret getting into it, but if I really understood tokenomics like I do now, I probably wouldn't have gotten into it with the mentality that I got into it with, which was when this thing go to a penny, I'm going to be a gazillionaire. If I'd have understood true tokenomics, I'd have understood it is impossible for it to reach a penny unless there's some major bonfires going on or some burning to get rid of some of that supply. So I come over here to BitTenzer and I say, okay, what is the max supply? 21 million tokens. I love that it says a number right here because that means, guess what? There can never be any more. So that automatically checks a box for me that this token is scarce. So then I look at how many is circulating. And you say, okay, 7 million of the total is circulating out here. So 33%, 33, if you want to be exact, 33.8 87% of the circulating supply is out there. This is a scarce token. Hence why the price is where it is. When you look at the max supply, circulating supply, it's just there. But everybody said this token is the creme de la crew. I knew I was gonna mess that up. Whatever it is. Anyway, so I'm going over here and I'm check their website. These are things I want to do. These are things I want to do. And I said, okay. Because here's the thing, and I'm gonna be honest, sometimes you can't don't let a website fool you. Don't let a website fool you. Sometimes people can put a lot of money into a website just to fool you, just to make you think that it's bigger than life. But at the same time, they shouldn't skimp on the website because this is about the presentation. And if they skimp on the website, they got misspelled words and different things. Like if pioneering was or decentralized was spelled wrong, you'd be like, their attention to detail is kind of off. So therefore, if their attention to detail off, I don't know if I'm going to trust this project with my money. And sometimes it's just human error, right? So we can go up here and we can check out some of the docs. And you can check out some of this. And this right here is where you would do a lot of the research. Look at this. I'm scrolling down here on the side. You pretty much see everything. But what I want you guys to understand here is that it takes a lot of research to really, if you really want to get good at crypto, it's going to take work. It is going to take work. Things like inflation is important. Things knowing what the inflation is, knowing who their competition is. These are things that you need to know when it comes to crypto. And honestly, the information isn't hidden. It's out there if you go digging for it. So if you look here, you can learn about the concepts and everything. Everything. Now, and I said for the interest of time, I want to go back over here and I'm going to use Casper. No, actually, I'm going to use Aerodrome. I'm going to use Aerodrome Finance. So again, how long has the project been out? So we can go over here, we can look and say this project's been around since, wow, it's fairly new. This project hasn't been around a while, which means then you say, okay, what cycle am I in? Are we in a bull cycle? Are we headed to one? And we just happen to be in one. So you're saying this is the first time I get to see this particular token really perform. Then you start doing your research. You find out things like, and a lot of this you're going to find out on their website. You can find a lot of this out on their website. You can dig deeper, but you're going to find out that they're doing business with Coinbase, and that's a prominent exchange. That's as prominent as it gets besides Binance, Gemini, Kraken, websites like that. So that's one great check mark. Then you're saying, what's the purpose? What is the purpose of this token? And the purpose of this token, these are the things you can find out over here. You can go over to their website, and these are the things you can learn. And it says right here, Airdrome Finance is the next generation AMM design, and it's basically a market maker designed to serve as basis central liquidity hub, combining a powerful liquidity incentive engine, vote lock governance model, and friendly user experience. And so basically in a nutshell, and I know this, if you don't know what any of this means, that should take you down another rabbit hole. But being I know, this basically saying they're providing the liquidity for all things on the base network. And then if you do a little bit more digging, you'll understand that the base network is an extension of Ethereum. These are things you have to dig to understand, though, and it's not going to happen overnight. It is not going to happen overnight. And then you start putting some of the different extensions together. So I'm going to go back over here, and then you start looking down. And you say, okay, what do we got out here, y'all? You say, okay, what is the total supply or the max supply? And then you say, uh-oh, I don't see a max supply, which means, here we go. See, the max supply is anything that will ever exist. And you don't see one here, and you see this little squiggly line, meaning there is no maximum supply, which means that more tokens can be made, which can affect your profits when it comes to your token. So this is what people frown about when it comes to tokens like Aerodrome Finance, when they don't see a max supply, meaning that it's just done right there. There isn't one. There isn't one, which means that it can affect how fast this token can move up. You'd have to see some extreme volume come in, which I do believe it's going to be no problem at all. It's not going to be a problem. You can look at the market cap here, because these are the things also you need to be vigilant of. And then I want to go over here, and I'm going to go to DEX, because this is what I consider important as well. I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to get this contract address. This is the contract address. And I don't want to make it too basic, but I just want to get up in here. All right, so we're going to take this. We're going to go over here. And then you want to look at the holders. 135,000 holders with the circulating supply 159 million, market cap over 135 million, which means this is still in the small cap category. But I look at holders, and I want to see how early am I to this project? How early am I? How far do I think it can rise? Something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4 billion, 5 billion. But I want to know, how early am I? Early doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to win, that you're in the winning project, because we've all seen sometimes you can get in a early project and it goes nowhere. Hint, meme tokens. It happens all the time, which is why people hold so many meme tokens. Not because they're bullish on all of the tokens. Yes, they're a little bit bullish, but they're just placing their bets. It's like on a crap table or whatever. I don't gamble, but one of them tables, and you're just betting. I'm bet on this color, that number, that number, that number, and you're like, I just want one of them to come in. That's a meme play. That's it. Because there's no really intrinsic value to meme tokens. So these are things that I consider the most important. Then you want to know, okay, what makes them different than any other token? What makes them different? What's their narrative? What are they trying to improve upon in crypto? Or what what name are they trying to make for themselves? This is where it's important to learn about the team and the project. Like for these guys, you can go over here. I like to check Twitter. Twitter is where everything happens at. If you don't have a Twitter account, get one. You really need one. So I come over here and I'm looking at Twitter. I'm seeing how many followers they got. And I'm seeing that they joined in 2023, March. They're following 92 people. It's good to watch. Sometimes it's good to look in there and see who they're following, because sometimes that can help you connect the dots of who is really, really connected to the project itself. So then you can come down, you can just do more research. And now a lot of these you'll learn through their Twitter about their team members, about who's the team, who's the actual team. When you find out who the team members are, my suggestion is you hop over to LinkedIn, because LinkedIn, and I'm a member of LinkedIn, and I've been for many, many years, but that's LinkedIn is for business professionals, really business professionals. That's when you're gonna get over there. You ain't gonna really see no emojis or none of that. You're just gonna see hardcore facts. You're gonna see this person's resume. You're gonna see their background, what their interests are, projects that they've worked on. These are the things you want to know. And I'm telling you, what I'm telling you now should apply to those of you holding tokens that are really heavy weighing down your portfolio, that are like 50, 60, 70, 80% of your portfolio. You guys should already know all this. And you may not know like every single thing, but you should know some things uh other than my favorite YouTuber always talk about this token. So yeah, I'm holding 60 or 70% of this token in my wallet. And if you don't, it's not too late to find out. These are things you need to know. Who are their competition? Who are their competition? Well, I'll tell you a little thing here. Where are we at? I'm on Coin Market Cap, and if you go to your favorite token on Coin Market Cap and you scroll down, one thing you can find is similar coins to tokens like this, and we're on Aerodrome Finance, but you're gonna find similar tokens. You got Brett, Ondo, Render, Casper, Artificial Intelligence Alliance. See Casper Layer 1. Ondo is all on Ethereum. Brett is actually on the base network, which these guys provide the liquidity for. And then if you really want to do some more research, you can dive in and you can click on one of these and check out, go a little bit deeper to find out. And like I say, it's going to take time. You can do this daily. You can do a little bit every day. Sometimes time is of the essence, though, and you have to go off your gut. Sometimes, and I've done it, I've said, you know what? I feel my gut tells me this is a good play. My gut tells me this is a good play. So I'm just gonna put some money in it, $200-300 right now, just as a placeholder while I decide while doing my research if this is worth coming back and throwing thousands in. That's how I roll. And I did sort of that with Spectra AI, and I came back and I actually put a nice sum of money into it. But I didn't start off like that. I think the first money I put into Spectra AI was like $300 and something, and I did that as a placeholder, just as a placeholder, because what I was learning, I was like, whoa, this is it. Then as I continued to study and I continued to study and I came back and I put more money in. So this is how you actually do some research. I tried to make this a short video, and I'll probably go off into it some more. Before I leave off, though, here's the most important part here. The most important thing you want to know is, where do I buy the token? Where do I buy it? Is it a decentralized? Is it on a decentralized exchange, or is it on a major exchange like Coinbase and stuff? Do I need a MetaMask wallet? What do I need to get this token? What do I need? And if it's not on major exchanges, try to find out why. With a lot of the newer tokens, they're not going to be on a major exchange unless they have connections like Ondo Finance have, which they're connected to BlackRock. So of course they're going to come right out. Boom, we own all of them. But if you take a Casper, and you say, okay, if Casper's so great, why isn't it on a major exchange? Well, it's not on a major exchange because they don't pay for listings, and a lot of tokens that you see that are on major exchanges, a lot of them paid to get on there. A lot of them paid those exchanges, and Casper is not like that. It's truly decentralized, and they don't pay to be listed. You list us because we're a great project. So that's the reason they're not on there yet. So these are the things you have to take into account. And then you have to figure out, where is it? And as you can do that here on Coin Market Cap as well. You can come down, and these are the markets. You got 10 pages actually on where you can buy Aerodrome Finance. So I hope I took a lot of the fear out of you guys that are new to crypto. You know, I didn't mean for it to go. What are we at? Almost 30 minutes. 30 minutes. So, um, a lot of you guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of you guys are not gonna listen to this whole video, and I guarantee you're not gonna listen to the whole video because it's too much work. And I hate to throw that out there like that, but it's the truth. A lot of people, I've had people tell me, just give me the tokens that I need to buy and tell me when to sell. I said, you don't get your lazy away from me. But I've had people tell me this, and they were serious. Like, and I'm like, what else are you? I mean, so when you're wrong, when I come back and I give you something that might change, and I'm wrong, then you're gonna look at me and you're gonna judge the whole crypto market off of what I said. Nah, nah, can't do it. So I really want you guys. I don't want anybody to get wrecked in crypto. I don't. Always put in. Don't put in more than you're willing to lose, but also be able to. You need to be willing to risk as well if you're going for the big rewards and you're truly going to change your life, your family's lives, and create generational wealth. It's going to take your own research because it's going to take your own conviction. If you're just going off of something somebody else is saying, you're not going to put up that kind of money. You're not going to be willing to go in and maybe put over $50,000 in one token. You're not going to do it unless you do the research and that conviction causes you to. Anyway, I wanted to bring you guys that. It's been heavy on my heart. And like I say, I care about this community, care about each and every one of you guys, except the people who bash me. No, I love you guys too. Till next one, I'm out.